What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. If you're new, I am a musician and I react to video game music from games I've never played or heard about. Today, I'm going to be doing a PayPal request for Daniel. He basically submitted the entire Project Wingman soundtrack to me, and I'm doing it one by one. And this is Peacekeeper plus Intro A. So we got a little bit of a build up to it. I'm not sure how many intros there are, but this is Intro A plus Peacekeeper. And of course composed by Jose Pavli. Project Wingman is quite a cool series that I discovered on this channel with very interesting takes on modern music and more older traditional stuff, but we'll get more into that later. Let's just get into it. Peacekeeper with intro. This feels like in an actual dogfight, like in the middle of it, or heading into one. Ooh, those chords. The drums, too. Feels very military. Whoa. Had a little bit of a carnival circus thing going on. Kind of sounds like monsters. A little bit of Ghouls and Ghosts vibes. The organ will do that. This definitely feels like I'm going Mach speed. This actually feels like this image in the midst of all of it. Fading out. Yeah, definitely. That one felt the most to me like I'm in the cockpit and either some shiz is about to go down or it is currently going down. That one had a very tense feel. Felt like stuff was just in generally rising, tension rising, something is amiss, something is afoot, I should say. And it has a very military style to me. I can't even explain that. This is when I think something militia, I think kind of that. preparing for war in the middle of it or something. Maybe the last thing you hear before destruction or causing havoc. I don't know which, because apparently there's two main entities to this game. There's like the I forgot their names, but they have the, basically the good and the bad. And I don't know if this theme to me could have been either or, because I feel like it's just the center point of the music of the climax of like, it doesn't matter whose music it is, I guess. I don't know if they have their own themes. I never thought that much into it. But this would be like the showdown type of part. No pun intended. I think there is a song called Showdown. But yeah, Peacekeeper. The name can mean so many things. At some point I'm gonna have to find like some footage of this game just to stop all these questions, but I kind of just like to guess. Basically, that's what the channel is. I'm just guessing what all these things are based on the sounds in my head. And to me, I get just like a very driving, oh no, this is it type of moment. Or either this is it, or very significant plot point. Something is going to go down and it is menacing. I really enjoyed the horn section in this one because, well, one, you don't really hear horns in VGM anymore, or pretty much ever, but that's like the main kind of feel I got. And I'm a big fan of like Western movies from Sergio Leone, and Ennio Morricone is my favorite composer, and he kind of mastered the use of horns because it does remind me of like a big scene in a movie where, like, again, some crazy stuff is about to go down, or something very ominous is afoot. One thing I thought that was really cool in this one was the percussion. The percussion had these big, tribal-esque type drums, but then it also had kind of just like a very cool groove section with it, and they were just kind of like alternating. So there was a lot of like conflicting energies in this song, and at no point did I feel secure about anything. The main pattern I got was against like tense, but I'm kind of unsure. It was just a little chaotic. That's the best way I can put it. My central theme was chaos. It could either be this way or that way. Musically, it was really beautiful. Setting wise, no idea. Because, when I think of this game, I can only think of the sky. I don't really ever think of any other place or thing. So all I could really think about is like firepower, jets, fuel, that kind of stuff, death. So it leaves a lot to the imagination. And I think this music works really well with this kind of game because I can't really picture any other music with this kind of game. I'm trying to, but I don't really see it. I feel like these are the kind of soundtracks that just fit perfectly with this kind of stuff because, this is, kind of one of those make or break type of careers. You're fighting for something. There's only one outcome, or one of two outcomes. So it's very high risk, high reward type of feel, and it just goes with it. It goes very intense with what's going on, and I can only imagine the gameplay just kind of reflects that. So that's pretty much all I got for this one. Peacekeeper is such an ominous title, but my gut instinct says something along destruction and just chaos. I'm not really getting any like sort of happy ending here or good outcome. I think pain and loss occurred here, or is about to. So on to the next one, whenever that is. Thank you, Daniel, for that, and thanks, Jose, for this myriad of songs that were composed for this game. They're so fascinating to me because they feel like stories. Because, and I say this in a respectful way, like there's not a whole lot going on in these songs as far as like multiple melodies and stuff like that. It's mostly just like a big ambience, but a very good ambience. So don't want you to think that in an offensive way. So even for something that doesn't have a lot going on per se, there's a lot of feelings that come from it, and it just kind of makes you wander, like then think about everything. And as someone who already does this for a living and just thinks and wanders, it's just kind of like a match made in heaven. especially as a musician too. I'm just kind of like, ooh, what's that? Ooh, what's that chord? I like that. I like that chord progression. So, anywho, thank you, Daniel. And if you want to do the same thing, you can request more VGM to me, and I will try to decipher it the best I can. You can do so on Patreon or PayPal. Either are okay, they support me and is my livelihood, but neither are necessary. They just guarantee that I will check out your song if you don't mind waiting. If you do not want to wait, there is the Patreon Platinum tier, which expedites your request tenfold, and any other outstanding requests you may have. Limited spot, by the way, so first come, first serve on that. And a big thank you to Fly, Moon Knight, DJ Singletone, Turn Arclight, Rogue Monk, and Vincent for being a part of that, and everyone else that you see here. Thanks to Jose Popley for the compositions. And I will see you in the next Project Wingman. There's still a lot to go from this game. Even the ones that you want to check out, trust me, they're there. So until next time, dudes and dudettes, I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.